You want to continue to become more economically advantageous for the customers that you're serving, right? And a lot of what we've invested in on the new unit side and on the services side is efficiency gains. How do you create the same amount of power consuming less fuel? Start there. Two, it's how do you produce more power taking up less space, okay? And our solutions have become increasingly power dense over the last half decade. Three, how do we become more flexible? And that flexibility is how quickly can we ramp the machines up and down to support some of the other power generation sources, but also fuel flexible in which fuels that we can burn to consume to create that electricity. So through the efficiency gains, through the power density gains, through the flexibility gains, we're giving optionality for our customers in a time in which optionality and flexibility is incredibly important as the grids become more complex and the problems they're trying to solve become more complex. It is time-consuming and expensive to build new plants, but if you can upgrade the gas turbine and get an incremental 5, 10, 15% output on an existing plant, that's very attractive to the customers for both the timeliness of it, but the economics of it also. So this is a priority. In the Middle East, the biggest demand factor is output because they're craving demand. Other parts of the world, the customers may be buying the upgrades as much for the efficiency benefits because fuel may be more expensive. So in parts of the world where gas is a much more expensive fuel source, the efficiency gains may be valued more than the output. In the Middle East, there's an immense appetite for our solutions because there's an immense need for more power. As grids diversify further in the world, become more renewables dependent, they're becoming more complex. And industrial companies can't afford for their plants to go down. So many, many more of them are taking control in their own hands and creating and investing in the captive power that's required to have the generation at the load, at the need, and control it. And that's a great opportunity for us and one that we're going to continue to take advantage of. And Bahrain, we talked about earlier with the aluminum smelters, a good example of that with our H technology. Saudi cement is another great opportunity with kind of our advanced gas path upgrades that we inserted there to provide more output and efficiency and allow the customer to have a less dependence on the grid and be entirely independent with the power generation that's there. And I think that's a trend we're going to continue to see and one that we plan on supporting and investing in.